President Clinton says he's seen all kinds of natural disasters, but nothing compares to the floods of '97. Mr. Clinton took a helicopter tour of the massive damage that's literally wiped out Grand Forks and East Grand Forks. As he stared at the destruction, the president said every one of those little houses is another life story. But he stressed there is hope for the future.
No matter what you have lost in this terrible flood, what you have saved and strengthened and sharpened and shown to the world is infinitely better. I saw something your mayor said the other day that struck me in particular. She said, what makes a community a place to live in is not the buildings, it's the people, the spirit and faith that are in those people. Water cannot wash that away, and fire cannot burn that away, and a blizzard cannot freeze that away. And if you don't give it away, it will bring you back better than ever, and we'll be there with you every step of the way.
Our team report continues now. KARE 11's Rhonda Kinchlow has more on the Coast Guard efforts to make sure everyone is out of their homes. But we begin with Brad Woodard and new developments in Grand Forks. Brad?
Well, Di, after weeks of anticipation and days of suffering, it finally appears the Red River has crested at just above 54 feet. Officials, however, haven't made that official because the river has been so unpredictable. Regardless, the residents here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and across the river in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, got some good news as well as words of encouragement from President Clinton today, although not many of them could stop and take note.
The next few days are going to be very, very hard on a lot of people. A lot of you who've been very, very brave and courageous and helped your friends and neighbors it's going to sink in on you what you have been through and what has been lost.
On a day when floodwaters peaked, many here have already reached that point and beyond. As President Clinton viewed the devastation from above, Grand Forks firefighters plowed directly through it from below, patrolling the flooded streets as they have for the past 3 days in search of the next emergency.
We don't know what to expect anymore. We don't know what's left. We don't know what to look for.
While the river keeps moving, time here, it would seem, stands still. Like his fellow firefighters, Ed Grossbauer has been so busy helping others, he's had no time to help himself.
It's been kind of tough, you know, between not being able to see my family and not knowing how the house is. It's been a long time, a long haul, and it's just started.
Started because the Red River is expected to stay at or near crest levels for more than a week, making their jobs next to impossible in the event of a fire. Just ask Jim Cooley. How extensive was the damage?
Everything's gone. It's gone.
A victim of both water and fire.
You have no idea what it's like until your community's been through it.
It's kind of a helpless feeling seeing these houses burn, the downtown area burn, and there's nothing you can do to get down there or to do our job what we're trained to do. It's hard.
And it just got harder earlier this evening. Another house fire has broken out in Grand Forks. Paralyzed by the water, the fire department has resorted to loading its trucks onto flatbed trailers and literally towing them to the scenes of fire. And they're using the floodwater, the same floodwater that caused these problems, to fight the blazes. We're now joined by KARE 11's Rhonda Kinchlow. Despite the magnitude of this disaster, there are some people who refuse to leave.
You know, it's hard to believe, Brad, that they actually won't leave their homes, and many people have been asked over and over again. We are under a mandatory evacuation here in Grand Forks, and still some people say their homes are more important to them at this point than their lives.